Soren, hi, thanks for the introduction. As you mentioned, my name is Ivan. I'm the director of Marine Digital. We are a deep tech company based in northern Germany, in Lübeck. Today, I'd like to talk about the relation of the CII and ship energy efficiency management plan. So I will share my screen and start with the presentation, I guess. With my team, we developed the Fleet Intelligence Platform. And today I'd like to talk about the optimization of the carbon intensity index through the ship energy efficiency management plan. Basically, we are all familiar with CII, and there's not so much to talk about right now. But the case is that, we all knew that within the next year, we will have this regulation, we will have the grades, and right now we are trying to find the efficient solution to, first of all, to evaluate our fleets, and afterwards to find the way how we can analyze the actual factors affecting these grades. So basically, we start developing the platform with the focus on the understanding of the voyage optimization and management of the just-in-time arrival. The second part is to be able to monitor the performance online. And after that, to be able to increase the energy efficiency and to be able to reduce the fuel consumption and emission. Within our experience, we see that basically the energy efficiency of the fleet is not only related to the navigation itself. It's not only about the road planning, it's not about the road geometry. We see that the majority of the losses is about the just-in-time arrival, is the failures of the ETA planning. It's up to 30% of the losses. And the voyage efficiency related to the optimal speed and RPM profile deviation is about 13% of the losses. And also the technical state, the hull and propeller degradation might bring up to 10% of inefficiency within our long-term analysis. So to monitor these factors, we build a special sets of algorithm where we can analyze and profile the events within 2 years of the historical data for the fleet, and to analyze the impact of the particular weather factors, of the surface currents, of the specifics of the digital twin of the vessels. I will share another part of my screen. Give me a sec. And I'd like to show into details how we work in particular with the system. So basically we build the sets of the dashboards where the algorithm analyze last 2 years and split all of the data into the voyages automatically. And afterwards, you can dive into the details and analyze and profile all of the weather factors, the state of the adverse weather along the voyage. You can analyze for each particular voyage the optimal speed to the water. The algorithm automatically calculates the influence of the wind, of the surface currents, and afterwards we're able to understand and to profile the deviation. So on the bottom right part of the screen, you can see the light blue color. It's the actual speed to the water within this voyage. The purple line, it's the optimal RPM and speed profile to the water calculated by the algorithm, and everything about that, it's the actual potential of optimization. The green line actually shows us the impact of the anchorage time, because we are all familiar that the anchorage time might bring a lot of inefficiency, the algorithm automatically calculates the impact of the anchorage time, and the green line is actually the optimal speed necessary to reach the point of destination and time. Basically, within this particular voyage, it was 62% of inefficiency. So on the bottom left part of the screen, you can see the calculated fuel consumption. Above that, you can see the time periods within the bed with the adverse weather and the good weather. And afterwards, we also can provide the data from the noon reports related to the particular events along the route. This helps us to analyze and profile every particular voyage for the last 2 years, and afterwards to benchmark the fleet. So this is like the demonstration stand, and the vessels are anonymized. But here you can basically see that, first of all, for example, so for the vessel number 2, we got a huge impact with a big number of the events of quiets in the port and misleading ETA management. For several vessels, we see that the navigation also impacts, and there were deviations in terms of non-optimal speed profile. We also automatically analyze the anchorage time for all of the ports within the last 2 years, and here we can actually find the good-looking anchorage time spots, and afterwards we can check and give the notifications when the vessel goes to these particular areas. After that, to calculate the CII and especially the impact of the performance of the vessel, we built the theoretical power curve for the vessel using the data regarding the engine and other parameters. We bring the service speed. And after that, we start calculating the data from the sensors or from the digital noon report, helping to understand the deviation. So the blue dots here, it's the data from the noon reports from different dates. And the blue dots is the data without any deviation. The yellow dots help us to understand that, first of all, there might be some kind of mistakes in the noon reports, or there might be some kind of a data that is far away from the real speed power curve of the vessel. And the presence of the big number of the yellow dots actually highlights that there might be an issue with the maintenance of the engine, or there might be an issue with the hull or propeller. We also analyze the time periods spent by vessels within the different water temperatures, because it affects the hull fouling. And afterwards, we calculate the vessel utilization rate also automatically. So the percentage for this particular vessel was 17.32%. And for the active voyages, for the port areas, and for the anchorage time, we also calculate the impact of these events for the carbon intensity index evaluation. And after that, we are able to consolidate all of this information in one place. So here on the top right, top left part of the screen, you can see the actual calculation of the fleet average index. You can see the vessel allocation to the different grades. And below that, we also provide the automatical forecast of the future state of the CII assessment for the fleet. And we see that one of the vessels are dropping down to the C category. And after that, we provide the insights for the ship energy efficiency management plan. So here within our analytics that have been done automatically, we first of all can see that the navigation voyage optimization part might bring you the potential of 6% of savings. The management of the ETA and just-in-time arrival coordination with the port authorities or port agents might bring you up to 30% of the efficiency. Having the digital noon report history or the installed sensors, we can also calculate the index of the hull and propeller degradation and the actual potential of the achievable CII level. Below that, we also analyze the history, and we can provide all the necessary sources of the data. So for several vessels, we use the satellite, AIS, and surface current data. For one, we use, in this particular example, the digital lunar report data. And right now, none of these vessels been automated with real-time sensors. So basically, I will switch back to the slides. Give me please 1 second for that. And we can go back to the explanation. So once again, we are working to help to analyze and to profile the data using the digital twin modeling and using the special hydrodynamic and performance model for the single shaft diesel FPP and adjusted by the collected non-report data, profiling them and helping to understand how we can optimize the CII with different factors. And after that, for each particular vessel, we calculate, analyze into details how we can optimize, how we can assess this efficiency. And after that, for each particular voyage within the last 2 years, we aggregate the data, profile it, and model the fuel consumption. We model the speed to the water. And after that, we also digitize the non-report, bringing the functionality of building MRV and DCS reporting, decreasing the manual input. We also provide this like dashboards for the real-time monitoring. So basically, within our system right now, we're trying to bring the instant ability to double-check the operations and the efficiency of the fleet. And we see right now that basically the average potential, including the just-in-time arrival factor and including the hull degradation, might be up to 12% of the fuel consumption per year in average. Yeah, that's basically it from my side. Thanks for your attention. And we will be glad to dive into details on the Q&A session and offer the free trial of the product. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ivan. Very interesting presentation. Can I just ask you, you mentioned sensor data. Are you using sensor data in your analysis also?
Yeah, for sure. So, like, no one right now believes actually that the non-report data is accurate. So it's like obvious. Basically, we see that the major problem right now is also that the cost of the vessel digitization sometimes is up to 100K. And this actually blocks the innovation for the entire sector. For that particular purpose, as being a deep tech company, we also right now running the R&D to bring the new product by the end of this year to the market. And also we are able to use the existing sensor ecosystem to advance the models.
Very good. Thank you very much.